Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about me trying to read 1 hour every day for a month. If you can hear a fan in the background, it's really hot where I am, and like where I am, like upstairs, I don't get AC up here, so like I have to put on a fan. I try to put it at the low setting so that you guys can't hear as much. But you guys can probably still hear it. But anyways, back to the books. You're probably thinking, what type of challenge is that? Like a lot of people do read like an hour a day. Like they'll read before they go to sleep or something like that. And it's just like, if you are a reader, that's like not that crazy to do. But the reason why I want to read for an hour every day is because I haven't been doing it. Ever since I went to college, I haven't been reading like I used to. In the month of June, this is supposed to be like a July video, challenge. We're not going to talk too much about that because I don't know when this video is going to be posted. But anyways, in the month of June, this is the last day. Oh, no, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, so it's July now. But anyways, in June I read 0 books. Well, I was reading, but like I never finished any books, and that's like not something that I want. So like and like in May I finished 1 book, and mind you, I haven't been in school, so and also I have this whole TBR, this was all my summer TBR, and I didn't finish this, so like I just want to get to reading books. And so let's talk about the books I'm in the middle of, and we're gonna try to finish these throughout the month as I read it an hour every day. And I used to read like 4 to 7 books a month, so I'm trying to get back to that, or not even back to that, but like at the very least reading in general. So in Blue Sisters, I'm 233 pages in. This book, I got it just like when I was at Barnes & Noble. My sisters gave me this Barnes & Noble gift card, and I spent on this. This is okay. I feel like the first book, I really liked it, but I kind of am seeing, what is it, readers' complaints. Like a bunch of readers had complaints about the first book, and I'm kind of seeing what they meant in this book. But like right now I'm kind of enjoying it because like as I'm reading slower, I'm starting to realize that like, I don't know, reading is like, it's a little bit, it's not better, but like it's like, I don't know, I enjoy things more because I just like haven't been reading. But it's also like I just kind of, I feel like it's more of, I'm mainly just like stuttering and just like whatever because it's in the middle of the night, but like I'm enjoying it a little bit more because I just like literary fiction. But like I feel like this is just like my baseline of liking something. I feel like this is the book that made me realize that I'm not too mad about this book, and that's because this book is a romance book, and even though I don't hate romances, I feel like romances today are not romances of yesterday, and this book is just like a perfect example of that. I'm 222 pages in. Usually I would have, actually I don't ever DNF books. I feel like I should DNF this book, but I'm not going to. All this is teaching me is to stop picking up romances, especially newer romances and stuff like that. I did read a romance by Taylor Jenkins, and I did like that book, but like this is just not it. But we're gonna finish it off, and then we're gonna get to my TBR. But I'll see you guys when I am really into a book or something, or just like have been reading for a couple of days. And also I'm gonna give myself this rule that like even though I want to read an hour every day, and I just like want to consistently do, like I want to keep that as my habit, I will allow myself, if I don't finish the hour a day for one day, I will allow myself to push it on to the next day. I feel like when I do these really strict rules and it doesn't work out, I end up just like stopping the challenge altogether instead of realizing like I just failed that day. So like I'm trying to give myself a little bit of grace, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Okay, we are 3 days into this challenge, and I've already finished a book. I finished Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. I already said my opinions in the beginning when in my midway through thing. So there's nothing really to say. I feel like my opinions continued and whatever. So we finished that one. My plans next are to read 3 chapters of this book. That really won't get us to anywhere near the end, but like I want to kind of finish this by the end of the month. And I'm trying to just like read it through slowly, but I have other things to do. And those other things to do is finish my Taylor Jenkins Reads books. I want to read this book. I don't have Forever Interrupted yet, but I want to read this book, read 3 more chapters of this, then do Forever Interrupted, and maybe we can finish this book afterwards or something like that. Or unless I want to read something else. I do really want to read Dances, it's like a Nicole Cuffey book in general, because like again I shared in another video that she's coming out with another book, and I just like want to read that. But anyways, I guess like this is the next real book that I'm reading, because like I'm not finishing this one. I'm just doing 3 chapters afterwards, because again that book I just like I'm trying to just finish it, because I'm just like I'm 200 pages in. Is it really worth it to DNF it? Not really, not in my opinion. And it's like 400 pages. It's like that's like 180 pages. I don't know. But anyways, after I do the next book, I want to make a Taylor Jenkins Reads video where I just like talk about her books, rank them, talk about the movie adaptations and all that for her, like the movie adaptations that I guess like whether I want a book or a movie adaptation. Like I have like a whole plan for like everything that I will talk about. Like that video is gonna be so long. I'm so excited for it, because it's gonna be like my just like video that I'm gonna be the proudest of, and I might have to keep recording things because I want it to be like almost perfect. I'm putting so much pressure for that video. But anyways, just need to read this book and Forever Interrupted. And I guess this is low-key really why I made this video, because I wanted to read these 2 books before summer ended, because they need to be read. But look, at the pace I was going, low-key I was not about to finish these books, but now I think I will be able to finish it. Because what I just read, probably like 100 pages in 3 days. Wait, no, that's not true. I don't know how many pages I read in 3 days, but I did read a lot. So that's good. Also, when it comes to my reading and stuff, I did, okay, at first, it was really good. I kind of just, like, read, I did the hour the first day. The second day, I did 40 minutes, but, like, low-key, it was the middle of the night, and I was like, okay, today I can read as much as I want, so I ended up catching up. I have 10 more minutes before I, like, get to my hour for today, but, like, we are technically on track, but I did, like, not miss yesterday, but I did 40 minutes yesterday, so there's that. I don't think I'm not struggling to read the 1 hour, but I am struggling to read it in like one sitting. I used to be able to read 1 hour in one sitting easily, and then it was like really like once we got to that 2 hour 3 hour mark when I started like doing all those fidgeting things. But like now I'm just like starting to like, you know what I mean, get agitated when I'm just like at the 40-minute mark, and I'm just like, that's really bad. Like my attention span for reading has gotten so bad, and that's not good. So yeah, I just want to share that, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hi guys, I finished, wait, where are my books? Okay, this is the reading video. I ended up finishing after I do. Today is today? I think today's the 13th of July, but I finished after I do, and then I have 60 more pages of Just for the Summer. I was not going to read this book, like finish this book, like all in like the last 200 pages in one sitting. Like not one sitting, but like I was gonna read this book in between books. I've said that. I ended up not doing that because I kept accidentally bringing this book to work, and it was like I needed to read at work in order to meet my minutes. There has been 3 days where I have not met the 1 hour limit. There's been 1 day that I haven't read at all. But like every day I've read except for that 1 day, and I've read, but like I didn't meet the hour mark for 3 days. Like that day that I didn't read, and then 2 other days where I read less than an hour. Yeah, so these are the 2 books, I guess. After I do, should I say a little summary? Actually no, like this is book, I'm just reading it so that I can be in my Taylor Jenkins Reads video. I don't know. The reason why I'm still not liking this book that much, I feel like this is dual POV, and I'm just like, I'm not a fan of that. Like, I don't know, I feel like most things can be told in one POV, and I'm going to be talking about that a little bit more in my writing video because like that comes up. But like I just think that one POV is better, and so like I feel like this one was better for that than this one. But yeah, because it's still a slog, and we're literally in the last 60 pages, but I'll get through them, and we will continue. For the next book, I was going to read this one. This is the last book by Taylor Jenkins Reid that I haven't read before I can make my video about just like deep diving into her books. But at the same time, I do not want to read a romance. I've read like 2 romance books once I finish just for the summer. So I'm kind of just like, what if we don't read romance? I don't have my, oh yeah, plus I should have mentioned why all my hair products are here. I made a hair product video where I was just talking about these. That's why they're here. This isn't like a new video. I should have said that. But anyways, we have 3 options for books that we could read. So like before I had like this everything up here was my TBR. So there's that. So this book, I haven't read it before. It's Remarkably Bright Creatures. I could read this because I want to just read another literary fiction book, and this could be an option. It's a new book that I've never read before. But I don't know like anything about the author, the writing, just like anything, so should I really go into it? I don't know. Then we have Dances. I've read this before. It's quick, so I can hurry up and finish it, and then like get to this one. And I know I liked this book. This was a 5-star book before. And then there's this book. I have been wanting to go back to Frederick Backman's book, this book, because like at first I read the whole Bearstown series, but then I was like, oh, I don't know, for like I didn't want to read another book by him because I had read it so much in that time period. So I have this book. So we'll see what we do between, I guess, these 4 books. I do know I want to take that break, but like I don't know if I will take the break or if I'll just thug it out and just like read it. So like something's gonna be read from this group. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip, I guess, when I've done something else. Yeah. Hi guys, this is okay, I finished Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I have the same feelings as I had before, so yeah, there's nothing to say about that. Then I started Forever Interrupted. I've been reading that. This has become my workbook. My feelings about it so far, I don't know. It's just, it feels like every other Taylor Jenkins Reid's romance book. Like I feel like the writing's a little different. Like this is her debut novel, so it's like, oh, okay, like I don't know about that, but yeah. I don't know, it's like every other Taylor Jenkins Reid's romance book. Then I started this last night. This is gonna be like my house book, like the book that I read at my house, and then this is the book that I'm reading while I'm at work to get my hours in and stuff. And I've read like 20 pages of this, and I've read how many pages of this one? I'm on page 159. So basically, let's talk about what I've been doing. I've skipped so many days of reading. Like, I am like 4 hours behind on reading because I just like started skipping days, and it just like it kept going on me skipping days. And yeah, or I wouldn't just skip days because I think I've skipped maybe like 3 days. I haven't skipped that many days, but it's like I haven't read for the full hour. Like I thought that I was getting sick the past like the past 2 days, I guess. Like starting Sunday I thought I was sick. It's currently Tuesday, and I thought I was getting sick. I'm not sick, which I don't know if it was just like all the dust, because like there was this like from Canada, I guess, this wildfire whatever in Michigan and stuff. So I think it was just like all the dust I inhaled because like I was working on the day that like all the dust was outside and stuff, and it was like the doors were opening and closing, so it was like I don't know, and I didn't feel the effects while I was at work, but then I think like after work I started to feel it. But yeah, I just like stopped reading, and so now we're catching up. I'm still gonna read the 31 hours I need to for the month, but it might not be at every single day I'm reaching that 1 hour 30, no, not 1 hour 30 minutes, just 1 hour mark. I feel like if I had done that 1 hour mark, I would have read so many more books, because if I did 1 hour every day, I would read more than 1 hour every day. Like I'd like put in an extra 10 minutes, put in an extra 20 minutes here and there, just like put in an extra 5 minutes every day. Like I feel like I would have gotten through more, but like I didn't end up doing that. So we're kind of just trying to get to the how much reading that we need to do for the month. This video was kind of supposed to prepare me for my next video, which is going to be me trying to write for every day, during August I want to write every day. I'm not putting a time limit on that one, but like it's gonna have to be like an actual like I write every day. It can't be like, oh, we like go on to the next day and do something, because it's like I'm not doing like writing for an hour every day. So it's like this was supposed to prepare me for that, but clearly it hasn't. So yeah, I feel like I have read so many more books than I would have the month because of this video. Like I think I'm on book, I've read 3 books, and then I'm probably going to finish, wait, have I read 3 books, or have I read 4 books? I don't remember. I've read like at least 3 books, and then like these 2 are going to be finished by the end of the month, so like that's 5 books. So 5 books in a month, after not having read a book, well, having been on this pace of 1 book a month is really good. Now let's talk about the Taylor Jenkins Reid's book that's coming out. Because like I was gonna put this in my writing video, but then I was like, wait a second, we're actually talking about the Taylor Jenkins Reid's book, and I'm making a video about her book, and I'm just like, okay, I talk about like my favorite authors' books, like I would usually talk about these things in like a vlog, my monthly vlogs, but I didn't make a monthly vlog for July, so this will just have to be here. So the name of the book is The Last Days of Vic and Coco, and it's about these pool players who are getting money out of these men. And I think Coco is the one who lures the men in, I think, and then Vic is the one who plays the games and just like wins and whatever. So like I'm really excited for that book. When it was first being teased, which I didn't talk to you guys when it was first being teased, because like I don't know, I just haven't talked to you guys in a long time. But when it was first being teased, I thought it was just gonna be a road trip book, which I was not happy about a road trip book by her, because like I was like, I'm not a fan of road trip books. Like I'm not a fan of traveling or anything like that. Like I'm just not someone who likes when books are about like a bunch of like moving pieces. Like I don't like books where like the main character goes from one man to the next man to the next man. Not because I hate like the concept, but because I just like I can't get used to any person, and everything stops feeling real, and it just like feel like I'm skating over the things, and it's like I'm not taking it in as much as I should. So like when it comes to that thing, traveling, it's the same thing where it's just like they go to place to place to place, the author has to describe every single place, and it's just like whatever. And it's like, if like I'm sure that there's gonna be flashbacks about like the places that they've been, which I feel like there was a book that I read where there were flashbacks to different places that they've been, and I was not a fan of that, but that was a romance book. This book, on the other hand, I think I will like it, because like I feel like theoretically, like I am a fan of, like I like literary fiction, and I feel like I would be more happy with that than just like the book just following them going from place to place to place. Also, I feel like this book also has like bigger stakes. Like I really like the stakes of this book. Like basically they stop in this town. That's what I meant by like this isn't a road trip book. I forgot to like mention that they stop in this town, and I guess they stay there, and they're trying to get their biggest catch yet, and like people are starting to recognize them, so it's like this is like, I guess they probably have to do this or something. So it's like there's like this like big like stake thing that's happening in that book. And also like I'm really happy with this, like the way that this book is sounding, because I feel like when Taylor Jenkins Reid said it, like, oh, I'm like the way my books are, you know, I'm like leaving the Mick Riva universe thing. Like when she said she was leaving like the other books behind her, like 4 books, 4 or 5 books, I forgot. Was it 5? What were the books? Daisy Jones and the Six, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Malibu Rising, and Carrie Soto's back. When she said that she was leaving those 4 books, I was scared, because like I think she does this every time. Am I right? Where she has like 4 books, 4 books. Is there another book in that universe? I don't know. Let me think. One. Because everyone's saying this is her 10th book, so am I forgetting something? I don't know. But anyways, I feel like she leaves these worlds behind it, and then she goes to a next era. And our next era, we had Atmosphere. And even though Atmosphere was like, now let me not do that, but Atmosphere was like this romance book. I was like, okay, this better not be like her new, this better not be like her new thing where she's just like writing these romance books, like heavy, like she always has romance in her books, but like I was like, I don't want the book to be like a love story, or like atmosphere was. So I was like, okay, like I'm not really a fan of that, and I was scared that like that was like the new direction that she was going in. But now that I've read like the description for the next book, I think the new direction she's going in is she's just like not focusing on Hollywood and just like, you know what I mean, like the famous world. Like she's not like going like LA. Like she's not doing LA only stuff. She's venturing out. Like the other, this book took place in Houston. The next book takes place in, I don't remember where, but somewhere in, I don't remember where it could be, but like it's somewhere else. And I feel like she's just going towards these other stories. And even though I'm kind of just like sad about like the whole not going towards like the famous people books, I feel like she didn't really have much to say left when it came to like the famous people and stuff. So I'm glad that she's doing these types of books, because like she clearly has her stuff in line, and I'm just like glad that what she was changing is not like how much love is in the story. Because like I feel like sometimes people are obsessed with love stories, and they are obsessed with love and just like whatever. So in a book, like they would just like be like, oh wow, like they'll like ship the edits and just like do all that, but then it's like kind of just like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes when a romance feels like it's like half the book, then it's like everything else feels smushed, and then it's just like the other half of the book. I don't know how to explain this, but like basically I like literary fiction because I think that literary fiction does this thing. Well, actually no, I think Taylor Jenkins Reid does this thing, because I think some romance, no, not romance, some literary fiction, they put too much romance in the book, even though it's not a romance book. But Taylor Jenkins Reid has always had been really good about just like towing the line between like romances and just like whatever else is in the book, so that the whole book doesn't feel like, oh wow, like this is like half romance, half like whatever life stuff is happening. So yeah, I'm really excited about that book. What other things were there? Oh yeah, the pool. Okay, yes, I forgot to say this. Remember when I made that video where I was talking about like the books that I wanted to read, and the in like the, yeah, the books I wanted, 26 books I wanted to read. There's this book by the author who made The Queen's Gambit, and he's also wrote and it's called The Hustler, and that book is also about pool. So I'm just like, Taylor Jenkins Reid's books is now making me go like, I don't have to read that book now, because I'm just like, a book about pool, like this is gonna be fun. So yes, I'm happy about that. Also, let's talk about the aesthetics of the book, which I was also scared about the aesthetics of the book, because like I was getting that like, I don't know, like there is this aesthetic of just like where it's just like all this like this brown, like dusty, just like it even reminds me of, I don't know, like there's this aesthetic of a book that I'm not a fan of, and this book does have like The Last Days of Vic and Coco does have that aesthetic where it's like motels and just like the vibe of that, just like different motels and just like the desert-esque things, even though it's not a desert, I guess. And just like what else? I don't know. There's other things in this aesthetic of book, and I was just like, I completely like. I don't know how it never occurred to me that like Taylor Jenkins Reid was going to write a book like this, but like it. Like when I saw the aesthetic, I was scared, but like now that I'm reading the description, it sounds good. So there's that. Is there anything else I have to say? Oh, also this book is going to feature romance. Everyone is saying like, they want like a sapphic book by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I thought that the next book that she would release would be a sapphic book, especially after she came out as bi and stuff. Which I'm just like, guys, at this point, like, how did y'all not know? But anyways, because I feel like people were just like going on at her for just like writing a queer character in The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. But like reading that book, I was like, okay guys, like if you guys believe what you want to believe, then whatever. But anyways, what is it? So like I thought that she was gonna go like on this whole ride of just like writing sapphic books, which this book might be sapphic. I feel like every single one of her books after Daisy Jones and the Six has had this like sapphic element. Actually there might be some even in the her romance book universe that has like this little bit of like, ooh, like for example, like I think the most like outly like sapphic books are The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones. Wait, no, what's the other book? Wait, no. Malibu Rising. But then Carrie Soto is back. I was kind of just like, it felt a little sapphic, like, I don't know. But like, I feel like there's going to be a sapphic element of this book. Like, one of the characters is going to be sapphic or whatever. But like, I feel like she can blend just like the amount of romance in the book that's needed, but also just like have the book actually be about the book and not just be like this like romance that everyone can root for or whatever. So yeah, is there anything else? But yeah, I said that this is a book about friendship, which she hasn't done that. I feel like this is becoming like a new thing where everyone's writing like a friendship book, which I have this friendship book that I'm not writing right now. It's going to take a long time for me to write it, but like I'm excited for that book because I feel like everyone's just like in their like friendship, like every like a lot of books that are coming out right now are about friendships. What else? I think that's all I have to say. Oh, no, 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 no. This book is coming out like one day before the book by Nicole Cuffey, so I do not know which book I'm going to read for it first. Nicole Cuffey's book is They Know Our Names, I think, or something. They Will Know Our Names, or something like that. So I don't know. I'm gonna do a reading vlog for both of these books. Like, I really want to read both of them with you guys because, like, I don't know, they just sound like good books, and so I'm gonna read both of them with you guys. But I don't know which book I'm gonna read first. We could read. I feel like because I like when I read these two books, I'm gonna put a book in the middle of them because like I do not like reading like 2 5-star books like back to back. Unless it takes me a long time to read the next book because it's like I cannot binge read one book and then binge read another book in the same like time period. So I think that both of these will be 5 stars. So I think we are gonna read. I think we're gonna read the Taylor Jenkins Reid's book first. Because am I more excited about it? Because I'm pre-ordering both of these books so I can read it like as soon as possible. I'm gonna wait for a 25% off sale, but if not, then I'll just get them both. Like, I don't care. It's like I need them both. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the Taylor Jenkins Reid's book first. Then we're gonna read some random book in the middle, and then we're gonna read Nicole Cuffey's book. And I'm deciding that on that order because I feel like Taylor Jenkins Reid's book, like everyone's gonna be talking about it. It's gonna be like all over my TikTok and everything. I cannot get spoiled about that because like when it comes to Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, like it's like you have to be like you have to read it quickly because it's like people will start trying to spoil things like really really quickly. So like I'm gonna do that and then like the next book. So yeah. Sounds good. So like 2027 is gonna be packed. We are gonna like I'm gonna finally have a video where I'm talking about 2027 releases or just like 27 books that I want to read, and it's gonna like be released actually like close to the beginning of 2027 because usually I make those videos like in the middle of the year because I feel like the majority of the good books that come out in the year are usually like they come out in what is it, the fall time. But like these books are coming out or what's called early in the year, so I'm really happy about that. Let me close this off and yeah. Okay, when it comes to the books, I finished Forever Interrupted. My opinions on it just felt like another Taylor Jenkins Reid's romance book. Like there was nothing to write home about. I was kind of just reading it whenever I was in work. At first I was reading it at home, but then obviously I started reading this book too. So this was just like my workbook, and I got it finished. Yeah, like there's really nothing to say about it. Whatever. At least now that I finished this book, that I can make my Taylor Jenkins Reid's ranking video, and I'm gonna have like a whole video about that. So I'm glad I finished that for that reason. Then I went on to Remarkably Bright Creatures. Obviously I was reading this while I was writing this because the things I was getting tired of romances, so I said, okay, let me get into a literary fiction book. I feel like I'm enjoying this literary fiction book mostly because I haven't read literary fiction in such a long time because I've been reading back-to-back romances, and just like it feels nice to just like have a nice change and everything. But I feel like if I were reading it regularly, I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I am now. But it's a good book. I don't know, but it's just like I don't know what to say about it. Like yeah. Yep. That's all. Also, when it comes to reading, I low-key started skipping days like crazy. Like, it was like there were so many days that I was out here skipping when it came to my reading. And then, well, like, I don't think it was that many days that I skipped, but it's like I wouldn't read the full thing. I don't know how many days I skipped, but like I skipped a good amount of days. Well, not that. Like, a good amount sounds like 10. It wasn't 10, it was under 10. Maybe like around 5 days or something. And so now, today is the 28th of July, so we have 4 days to read 6 hours worth of just like whatever, which I don't know if I can make it. Like, I'm gonna try to make it, but I don't know because I'm reading a literary fiction book, and it's just like, I don't know, there's just something about it that just makes me not want to read just like an hour every day. Like, reading 50 pages of this every day seems like a complete just like whatever, because like when I was reading like, you know, 20 pages of this a day or whatever, it was pretty easy. But like now that I'm trying to read like 50, like I don't know if I can accomplish that. But I'll definitely try, because like this has to be, yeah, I think 50 pages is what I realize I have to do, because like I have to read like an hour 20 minutes a day. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not even correct. Okay, I have to read like way more, like probably like 60 pages. I don't know. Maybe I'll combine it with reading another book or something so that I can just like finish it off. Because like the biggest problem I have when it comes to reading is just like not wanting to read the same book at the same time, because I'm just like like I'm kind of just like slogging through the book. So I might try that out, might not. We'll see when I come back. Okay, hello, you guys. Have books everywhere, but let's talk about the end of the, what is it, month thing for my reading challenge. So basically I'm, how many pages? Like 60, no, I'm like 70 pages into dances. So there's that. And I guess that's like the last thing I have to share. I did not meet exactly the reading an hour every single day. I skipped 2 hours of it. Like, I could have finished everything on the last day because I had the 31st to complete everything, but like I just didn't, and then I didn't even read for that day too, so it was just like, I don't know, like I ended up just like not completing the goal. I tried, I guess. But yeah, let's talk about how many books I read. Let's have a little review thing or whatever. Okay, I read first, no, I keep thinking, okay, first I read Blue Sisters. I keep forgetting that this was like the first book I read in this video, but like I did read this book. Then I read, what did I read? Okay, I think I read this. I was reading these two books together, and then I think I read these two books together, and then I finished this one, and then I finished this one, then this one, and now we're on to dances. So I completed a total of 5 books this month. I know I was in the middle of 2 books, these 2 books in the beginning, so like I guess I didn't complete exactly 5 books, but it was like 4 books and a half. So like realistically, if I kept with the speed, I would be able to finish a book a week, and that would be great, and that would like, yeah, a book a week, and that would bring me back to what I was doing last year, where I was finishing like 50 books a year. So that was nice to see. But like I feel like the biggest problem that I have is the fact that I skip days reading, because the things, if I read even for like, I don't know, 30 minutes a day, I would be able to read more than I do right now. But the problem is the fact that I won't even read, like I'll read 0 days for so many days, and then I'll read like for hours one day, and then it's just like I'll go back and I'll do whatever. So there's that. Like, I realized that the only problem about this reading goal is the fact that it felt like I was spending more time reading than anything else. Like, I don't think I do that much in a day. Like, I work maybe 30 hours a day. No, 30 a day. 30 hours a week. And so I could have time, but like I'm just doing a bunch of other things, like just like random stuff, like scrolling on TikTok and stuff. So like I just don't do that. So there's like any free time outside of like my time where I'm just like doing whatever I'm doing. Like I felt like I was constantly thinking about reading, and it felt like I was doing more reading than I actually was. Like I feel like I had this like reading time at a specific time, like maybe an hour before I go to sleep or something random like that. It would have worked better. Also I feel like when it came to reading, I was not able to just like completely just like read for just like 1 hour. Like I had to read for like 30-40 minutes. It's like back in the days, like I would be able to read like 1 hour at a time and it was completely fine, but like I guess this time that's just like not the case. I'm gonna pause because my thing's dying. So anyways, with the books, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, no, the hour felt like it was taking up like all of my day. Like not because it was actually taking up all my day, but it was like something that I had to get done, and so like there was that. So I don't know, I kind of just like want to live my life and just like, I don't know, like not like that, but like I don't know. Okay, I keep saying I don't know, but I do know. Okay, but like I do a lot of things like outside of my TikTok scrolling, which needs to stop, but like I do a lot of things just like as like hobbies and just like random stuff. Like for example, I do this YouTube thing, I do writing, I do work, I would like to watch a little TV show every once in a while. I mean, no, not every once in a while, a lot. Because like, I don't know, I just get inspiration by TV shows. Like, it's like I like to spend my days doing a bunch of things. And even though writing should be an hour every day, like I have really gathered from this is that if I am consistent in reading, then I can really go back to my reading pace that I was going to. I think this needs to be a slow, gradual thing, because like me sitting down and reading for an hour, I don't think right now it's possible. Well, it is possible, obviously, but like I'm saying, it's not like something that I can consistently do. What I need to do is start from a very low level and start going up and up and up with the minutes that I read, so that I can actually go back to my reading level, like not reading level, but like my reading, just like endurance, or just like, you know, like how long I could read before. So yeah, there's that. What else did I learn from this challenge? I don't know. I think that's all I learned from this challenge. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're not gonna have a reading video for a long time. We're not gonna have a reading video until obviously March. March is gonna actually no, we're gonna have some reading, maybe content in here, maybe a little bit in the beginning of the year if I figure something out, but like this year is basically planned, and I don't think there's any more reading videos for this year, except maybe like a goals video where it's just like reading is mentioned. But like we're gonna really start off the read, because I feel like this year has just been, actually no, we might have a five-star book video coming soon. But like anyways, I feel like this year I haven't had much reading videos, or just like reading in general, just like for whatever, because I just haven't been doing it much. But like starting March, we're gonna have a bunch, well, after the five-star books video, if I get another 5-star read before the end of the year. But yeah, because during March we have 2 books by my 2 anticipated authors, Nicole Cuffey and Taylor Jenkins Reads. So like we're gonna have a reading vlog for both of them. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, where I'm more than likely writing. And yeah, bye.